Right now, we're starting with breaking news. Sky 9 is over the Aurora campus in Denver, which closed and evacuated this morning because of a potential threat. 5 Denver metro area community colleges are currently investigating threats made by email overnight. This includes Arapahoe, Red Rocks, and Front Range community colleges, as well as Community College of Aurora and the Community College of Denver, which has facilities on the Aurora campus. The state's community college system says it's working with campus securities at all campuses. We have a crew on the way to the scene right now. We expect to get you a live report later in this half hour. First, weather extremes across the country today. Some areas are dealing with extreme heat and other areas are dealing with strong storms. Let's start with the heat. Several states are feeling it on the East Coast, Texas as well. Another 100-degree day there brings their total to 41 triple-digit days. That is about double what they have in a typical year. Now on to those storms.
Oh my God, it's going right up the face.
Oh no.
Look at that.
Scary video there. That water spout came from a storm over Maryland yesterday. It crossed the Chesapeake Bay and made landfall on Smith Island around 6 o'clock local time there last night. It kept going as a tornado. What you're seeing right now is the damage it left behind. Thankfully, no serious injuries were reported, but some homes did lose their roofs. The tornado also turned some boats over. The same system generated a lot of lightning in Washington, D.C. The bolt captured in this video hit the Washington Monument, and it wasn't the only one to hit the area. A strike in Lafayette Park last night killed a couple visiting from Wisconsin. The park is across the street from the north side of the White House. 4 more people there are in critical condition. A live look right now at the radar showing more storms to our east and our west. And while they are hundreds of miles away, the FAA says some people traveling through DIA today could feel those impacts. Specific routes to and from Denver that could be impacted today include Chicago, Atlanta, New York, and Phoenix. Now, so far, airlines have delayed more than 140 flights into and out of Denver, and 21 are canceled. Around here, we will be flirting with a record high set more than a century ago. We're also keeping an eye out for storms that raise the risk of flash flooding along some of Colorado's burn scars. Meteorologist Chris Bianchi's in the backyard right now. Chris, we're in for another hot one today.
Yeah, it's already on the hot side out here, Eric. I can tell you firsthand, I've been out here for about 5 minutes. I'm already starting to sweat a little bit. We're already well above 90 degrees here in Denver. And as we were just talking about a second ago, we could be flirting with a record high today. Good news is it will cool down significantly this weekend. But I bet you those temperatures right now already on the hot side. 95 for us here in Denver. That puts us just 4 degrees shy of our record for today. And it already makes it our 43rd day at 90 or above so far this summer. That puts us on pace, by the way, for about 60 days at 90 or above. And for a bit of context, that would be a top 5 most 90-degree day of the summer for us here in Denver if we get to that 60-day mark. Now, for today, our forecast 98 degrees. Our record for today set back in 1877, back when Rutherford Hayes, of course, was president. 99 degrees was that record back in 1877. Could get there today. Our forecast, as mentioned, 98. We do have storms between about 4 and 8 today, thanks to monsoonal showers and storms that will stream on in. Starting to see a few of those starting to develop into the mountains, and those will take place between, again, about 4 and 8 here in town. Better chance of the foothills. I'll have more details on all that coming up in my full forecast in about 15 minutes.
Thank you so much, Chris. We will check in with you soon. New at noon, in the last couple hours, a judge sentenced a former Loveland police officer involved in the 2020 arrest of 73-year-old Karen Garner. Daria Jalali will spend 45 days in jail and 3 years on probation. She's the first officer convicted under Colorado's failure to intervene law. She pleaded guilty to the charge. During the arrest 2 years ago, another officer dislocated Garner's shoulder, breaking her humerus and spraining her wrist. Now, Garner has dementia. Jalali also has to get a mental health evaluation for prior issues that may have come as a result of the case. Right now, Aurora police are looking for a driver who hit and killed a man and his 2 dogs this morning. It happened sometime before 5 near Reservoir and Hamden. Police say the SUV was heading south on South Reservoir. The driver hit the man and his dogs on the sidewalk. The SUV also hit an electrical box, bus stop, and several signs before it actually stopped. The driver got out of the vehicle and took off on foot. Anyone with information is asked to call Metro Denver Crime Stoppers. Denver police are trying to identify a second person who may be involved in a deadly shooting on I-70. Police are still looking for the driver of a stolen pickup truck who shot and killed 30-year-old Kevin Piaskowski. They're now looking for a second driver seen crashing into the pickup truck after it hit a semi. Police say the white Hyundai Santa Fe was also a stolen vehicle. That driver left the scene, as did the driver who shot and killed Piaskowski. Police are looking into whether the driver of the stolen Hyundai was somehow involved in the shooting. They say they're still working to figure out more about the suspect. Anyone with information about this crash is encouraged to call Crime Stoppers. This afternoon, former Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters is set to appear in court for obstructing a police officer. Now, this happened back in February when officers tried to execute a search warrant. It was related to an iPad with a recording of a court hearing. Recording was not permitted in the courtroom. When officers tried to take the device, Peters reportedly kicked the officer. Peters also lost the Republican primary for Secretary of State, and the recount she paid for that confirmed her loss, she now claims was rigged. Yesterday, the Secretary of State's office released that recount total. Peters gained 13 votes in the recount, and so did the winner, former Jefferson County Clerk and Recorder Pam Anderson. So that margin between them was still 88,578 votes. Anderson will be the Republican nominee to face Democratic incumbent Secretary of State Jenna Griswold. A new painting in the Capitol, what it would recognize and why it could be controversial.